Hey, what's going on, guys? It's like Snowy here, bringing you another gameplay on this same snowy map, Stronghold. Like I said, favorite map in the game. I do the best on this map. I hope you guys did enjoy that clip at the beginning. I know it wasn't a quick clip, but I did like the little speed I went on Combine. I've been using the HVK recently, mostly because I'm trying to get diamond on my assault rifles, or at least get all the headshots done on my assault rifle, because if I can get the headshots done, then I'm gonna be perfectly okay with that. And then I might move on to subs once I get the headshots done. I like moving and working with different weapons all the time. Like I was trying to use the BRM earlier. That gun is pretty good. It's mostly good on hardcore. One shot kill no matter what, I'm pretty sure. Unless you're trying to wall bang somebody. Other than that, I think that all the LMGs are one shot, one kills on hardcore. But I'm just messing around with a bunch of guns. I can't stay on one gun like other people can. A lot of people are getting diamond stuff by just staying on one gun and trying to just focus on the challenges. But for me, I can't really do that. I just have to play around with different guns, see how each gun feels, and then, for example, I use my prestige token on the MAA7, and I haven't touched that gun all this prestige, and I still need 7 more long shots to get it gold. But I just haven't been playing with it. But I got my ICR gold, which I am happy about. The HVK is pretty close. I need 11 more headshots, and then I just need to complete those challenges. I think the one that's gonna pay me the most would have to be the Shuva. That gun. I just don't like semi-autos. I used to love semi-autos back in the day. Back in Modern Warfare 3, the MK14. Ooh boy! Let me tell you something. Moabs, mother of all bombs, massive ordnance air blast. Every other game. It was pretty good. I used rapid fire on that, and that gun, it was a laser, one shot headshot people. Like Infinity War, what were you thinking when you made that gun? Oh, we're gonna make a semi-auto gun, one of the best guns in the game. Like, thank you. You made it easy for a lot of people to drop high kill streaks and stuff like that. And also the L86, I know this is a throwback. The L86, that LMG, it was big. I think I only dropped 1 Moab with it, maybe 3. I can't remember. All I know is that when I was using that gun, I would get pretty close because of how I would play. Also, do you guys play on that insane sensitivity turned all the way up? I used to be able to do that. I would just rush with the MP7 back in Modern Warfare 3 and then go in 10 sensitivity. I would turn on people so quickly. It was so funny how I would turn on people and get their reactions. As you can probably tell, this is gonna be a throwback video, doing it back all the way to the previous CODs. My first ever COD, Modern Warfare 2. I sucked at it. If I go check my KD, it is probably a 0.4 KD on that game, which is absolutely terrible. I improved in Black Ops 1, thankfully. I had a 0.6 KD in that game. Yeah. Man, I was good at Call of Duty. And then, when I was watching, well, I started to get into YouTube, watching videos on how to improve in Call of Duty, stuff like that. And I stumbled across FaZe and Optic, but I really wasn't paying that much attention to Optic because they weren't uploading like FaZe Clan was. So I was watching all these FaZe videos and they were rocking 10 sensitivity, turned all the way up, getting all these crazy snipes. So I was like, okay, if they can play on 10 sensitivity, I can too. And when I first put it on there, man, I spun in many circles and I couldn't even count. 10 sensitivity was too much for me when I first started playing on it. But then I got used to it. And for Modern Warfare 3, My favorite weapon on that game was the MP7. I did the best with that, and I had a 1 KD in that game, surprisingly. But when I went back on that game, I was easily dropping modes, but I couldn't do that when I first started playing the game. Also, for the 10 sensitivity, that's when I was watching T Martin, and he told me to put my button layout on tactical, and so I did. I was like, okay, tips and tricks, how to get better at Call of Duty, win more gunfights. Drop shot, okay, let me try that. So I switched the button layout. That's when I started playing on tactical. Then Black Ops 2 came out, and when Black Ops 2 came out, I downloaded Twitch. It was in 8th grade. I downloaded Twitch. I remember. No, it was in 7th grade. I had Twitch. I was like, okay, Twitch, what is this about? And then I clicked on Black Ops 3. I'm pretty sure I downloaded Twitch to watch the Market J, or J Nasty, somebody like that, a huge pub stomper. But while I was there, I saw somebody with 20,000 views, and I was like, oh, okay, who is this man? I clicked on it. If you guys were paying attention back then, you would know that man was the one and only Nate Shot. That man was a beast. He's still a beast. And I started following the competitive scene starting then. I hopped into league play. I placed in Masters Division rank 10 for a day. Then, me being smart, I got grounded. Came back 1 week later after being grounded. I was ranked 112 in the world. Well, not in the world, but just in Masters Division. And I was like, that's too much. So I just didn't play for the rest of that season. Placed 137 for that season. But when I was watching Nate, I started discovering Scumpy, because Scumpy was their slayer on Team Optic. So I was like, okay, Scumpy, what's your tips and tricks for this game? He was talking about how he rocked the 5 sensitivity, so I put on my 5 sensitivity. He was rocking the MSMC, so I put on the MSMC, even though I was mainly using like the PDW and Scorpion. He also told me how he played Claw, which is why I started playing Claw now, and I switched my button layout back to default because of how I play Claw. If you guys don't know what Claw is when you have your index finger on the ABXY buttons, or the X circle triangle square buttons, and then you have your middle finger for shooting, and it also controls the bumper, or R1. So I'm just like, okay, I can get used to this. And Scumpy, oh my goodness, that man is so good. I followed him like crazy. Ghost and Advanced Warfare, they fell off for me. I couldn't cope with them. I couldn't watch competitive like I was. I did remember watching Krim and I think COD Champs for Ghost. Krim knifed his teammate, and then around the corner someone killed him. I was like, oh my goodness, Krim, you can't do that. Also, I remember seeing JCap. He got a defuse. Well, there was one other person alive on COL, I'm pretty sure, and that man got a defuse off, and he started choking to animate how bad the other dude choked, and I was laughing so hard at that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I hope this commentary was decently entertaining, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.